a little look around at the bike in the garage as it was just before I started tearing some of the stuff down. See the aerosol finish on the tank, and that horrible tank protector had like foam on it, got all odd. The two side panels, one was damaged where it had been cut for the sidecar, that had to be repaired. The engine casing's a bit faded. There's a few decals I took off, and there's the tank. I've got back to the original paint and some of the metal. I got all the aerosol off it, and you could see some previous repairs underneath which I had to take care of. Not too bad, the tank, really, I don't think. There's a couple of little dings in it, some that had been repaired before, some that had been missed. But so there was damage to the side panel, and the locating pins were missing, so I just devised this fiberglass and a stainless steel hex bolt which fits in quite nicely. This is the left hand side, the one with the sidecar had been on, hence the repairs to the inside where the cutout had been for the mountain bracket for the sidecar. I've since replaced all the engine casing bolts, the lower ones, with stainless steel. There's my flat bars, which I wanted to get rid of the ape hangers for, and it was a little bit, just a touch too much of a stretch, so I've got some risers to go on, so it brings them up about 20mm towards me, about 20mm. I still like the flat bars, I like the way they are. It was just a little bit too much of a stretch. It was a bit of a sports bikey type of I was getting that posture, and it was a little bit too low, so these have brought them up a bit. Unfortunately, it goes right over the choke lever. You're unable to pull the choke now, not that I've used it anyway. I was thinking I might be able to have like a wedge shaped washer on this, or trim away part of the top of the lever on the cable to allow me to use the choke in future if I want. So it's just setting these up, putting them in position. They come with no caps, you use your own caps for these, and they came with the Allen bolts that were the right length, but when I used the ones that I'd had on the lathe and polished up for the top, they were too long. You can see on this little bit of video they bottomed out, so I had to remove them, and I had to take about 7 or 8mm off them for them to tighten down. I like it though, I do like that position. It looks better, and it certainly feels a bit more comfortable to ride. I got these off eBay. Instead of being 22 quid, they were about £12. They looked exactly the same as all the others, but these came directly from China rather than someone selling them in the UK who bought them from China and charged double the price. I had to wait a little bit longer. They gave me a date of the 13th of July for them to come, but they actually arrived on the 1st of July, so a bit earlier. Just seemed the same sort of thing as the UK sellers are selling, exactly the same, but the 22 quid do the same job. It's just that bit because there's the bolts I was saying about that I'd put on the lathe and just took the facing off the top and give them a bit of a polishing. No, I didn't take the facing off these, it's the ones on the side I did that too. I just polished these up with some emery paper on the lathe, and then I used the buffer to polish them up a bit, but they ended up being too long, so trim a little bit off. Yeah, job done. It looks quite a good effect. There's some pictures of the tank here I did. I've got 2 coats of 2-pack solid black. I've got fed up of driving around it with bits of primer on, so I've give it 2 coats and put it back together. I'm going to ride it around for a bit, get a bit of use out of it, get a bit of fun out of it, and then I'm going to take the tank off again and I'm going to flat it down when I've got time, when I've got space, and I'm going to give it another couple of coats. Side panels are done the same. They haven't been touched, they haven't been flatted off, they haven't had any polish on them or anything. And obviously I don't want to put any polish on because I am going to be doing the tank again at a later date. I was a bit worried about fuel spillage on it, and I did accidentally spill a load of petrol on the tank the day after it had been painted, and it had no effect on it at all. I just wiped it off. So obviously the 2-pack had gone hard. I wanted to use just to be easier to use the solid 2-pack rather than base coat and lacquer. I've had problems before with using the base coat where it had some reactions. I've used this solid black before, and also it comes in handy for doing all the rest of the bits, like bits on the frame that might want doing, centre stand, side stand, so that's what I'm going to do with the rest of the paint. It's starting a bit easier now. Plugs, plug leads, right, it's quite nice. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.